Hi, welcome back to Flex Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are back with a really fun and really quick 15-minute yoga workout. So this is the perfect class for those days when you don't really have the energy or the capacity for either a slow class or a full-length class. You just want to feel like you moved your body, you want to feel good, you want to feel strong, and you want to feel capable. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We are starting in a tabletop position. So we'll go ahead and place the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. Just for a little wrist warm up, let's dial the fingertips back to face towards the knees so that the heels of the hands look forward and the fingertips look back. With your inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round through the spine and actually actively push the ground away as you tuck your chin to your chest. Let's repeat that another 3 times. With the inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round into the spine, push the ground away. And again, inhale, feeling the stretch in the wrists and in the forearms every time that you round the spine. And final time, you'll inhale to arch, exhale to round. Really good. With your inhale, let's come into a neutral spine and turn the fingertips forward. Come onto the back of the right hand, so the fingertips will again look back towards the knee, but this time the palm is facing up. And we want to just kind of rock from side to side, massaging into the wrist and the back of the hand. Really good. And then slowly release the hand, place the palm back down. You'll come onto the back of the left hand, palm faces up, the fingertips face it back towards the knee. And again, we are just rocking from side to side, feeling a really nice stretch in the wrist, a nice little massage to the kind of, to that form, to the base of the hand. Really good. And we will come back into neutral, placing the palm of the hand back down. Tuck all 10 toes under, curl them under here. We'll take a big breath in right here. Feel like you're kind of knitting the rib cage in towards the midline. So I want you to imagine that you have a corset on and it's helping you hug the rib cage in towards itself. The navel will hug towards the spine as you take a big breath in. Exhale, hug everything in, float your knees off of the ground. Let's repeat that another 9 times. So with your inhale, gently rest the knees back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, lower. Keep everything hugged in as you exhale to lift. Good. Another. And exhale, lift. Beautiful. For another 6. 5. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Tap, lift the knees, keep the knees lifted, hug the navel in. As you hold here, you'll just press your knees out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. Down dog. Send your hips up and back. Readjust the hands and the feet so that you can feel comfy in your down dog and just start to kind of pedal out through the legs. One knee bends as the other leg extends. Feeling a really nice stretch through the calves. And start to neutralize your breath a little bit. Notice how you can keep the breath steady as you move through the practice. Really nice job. We'll take an inhale, right leg will reach all the way up for 3-legged dog. Exhale, squeeze the right knee to the nose. Good. With your inhale, tap the ground with the knee, look forward. Exhale, squeeze the knee back to the chest. Inhale, extend the leg back up, and we'll repeat that another 4 times. So exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Inhale, tap the ground with the knee. Exhale, bring it back into the chest. Inhale, straighten the leg back up. Another 3. Knee to chest. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Last 2. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, tap the ground. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-leg dog. On the last time, squeeze the knee into the chest. Exhale. Inhale, tap the ground. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend the leg back up. And as you exhale, let's step the foot between the hands. Step that left foot in just a little bit closer to come into a high crescent lunge. The arms will stretch all the way up and overhead. Really good. Coming into our little lunge series here, you'll take a big breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows and tap the left knee gently to the ground. Inhale to lift, and exhale, bend everything to tap. Good, another 8. And tap, good. 7, and tap. 6, good job. Keep the tailbone slightly tucked under. Another 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Tap. Inhale to lift the arms up, straighten the right leg. Exhale, pyramid fold over that right thigh. Keeping the spine as long as possible. We'll take a big breath in here. Big breath out. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Step the right foot back into a high plank. Hold your high plank here. Take a nice big breath in right where you are. Big breath out to lower the knees down to the ground. We'll take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Holding this plank here, keeping the knees on the ground. With your inhale, bend your elbows for that chaturanga or your push-up. Exhale, press yourself up and back into a child's pose. Let's repeat that 4 times. So you'll take an inhale to shift forward as you bend the elbows. Exhale, push up and press back into child's pose. Another 3. Good. As you inhale, you ripple forward. Keep the tailbone tucked in as you continue to inhale on that push up. Exhale to press yourself back up. And final time, press up and back into that child's pose. Rest here for a moment. Keep the arms strong. So keep the elbows lifted from the mat. We'll take a big inhale and a big exhale. Inhale for your tabletop. Exhale, tuck all 10 toes under for that downward facing dog again. Going straight into the left side. So we'll take an inhale for 3-leg dog. That left leg rises. Exhale, squeeze the knee to the chest. Inhale to tap the ground with the knee. Exhale, squeeze it back in. And inhale to extend the leg back up. Another 4 times. And bring the knee in. Inhale, tap. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, squeeze the knee to your chest. Inhale, tap the ground with the knee. Exhale, squeeze the knee back in. And inhale to extend. Last 2. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, tap the ground with the knee. Exhale, bring the knee back in. Inhale to extend the leg back up. And final time, the knee will squeeze into the chest. Inhale, tap the ground with it. Exhale, bring it back in. And inhale to extend the leg back up. Exhale, squeeze the knee to the chest. Step the foot back between your hands, and you'll take a tiny step forward with that right foot to come all the way up into your high crescent lunge. Really, really good job. We'll take an inhale to extend the arms all the way up overhead, and exhale, you bend both elbows as you bend the right knee to tap. With your inhale, you lift back up. Exhale, bend both elbows to tap the right knee and continue for another 8. Tap as you bend the elbows for 7. Tuck your tailbone under as you tap. 6. Keep it going. Keep your chest lifted here. Another 5. Really good job. Last 4. Beautiful. Notice that you're not kind of hitting that back knee on the ground, but rather keeping it just a gentle tap. And final time, you'll tap, lift, extend your left leg for the inhale. Exhale, pyramid fold over that left thigh. Let's take a big breath in, big breath out. Another big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. Palms of both hands down on the ground. Let's step that left foot back into that high plank again. So again, we will repeat those push-ups. Let's take a big breath in that high plank. Exhale to lower the knees. You can untuck the toes here and we're going straight into it. So remember, like before, with your inhale, you take that chaturanga as you bend the elbows. Exhale to push the ground away and send your hips back to the heels. Let's go another 4 times. Inhale, ripple forward as you bend the elbows. Exhale, push up and press back. For 3, inhale. Exhale. Another 2. Inhale. Exhale. And last time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. From that child's pose, you could rest your forehead down. Keep the arms active. Elbows are lifted from the mat. Let's take a big breath in. Big breath out. Another big breath in. Big breath out. Beautiful. Slowly come up into a seat, and we are going to swing our legs around through one side to come sit on our bum. So we're coming into our boat pose series. You'll bring your hands behind your thighs, float your feet off of the ground, and reach your hands forward in your Navasana or boat pose. So we're gonna take one round here where we're just holding our boat pose static as it is. For 5, lift your chest. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades together and keep everything really, really tall, really lifted from the crown of the head for another 2. Excellent. Let's take a big breath in and a big breath out. Really good. Now we're gonna take 10 rounds of coming into our low boat and then coming back up into our high boat. So with your inhale, low boat, exhale, high boat. Good. Another 9. Inhale, low boat, exhale, high boat. Try to slow it down, try not to speed it up. Good. Another 8. 7. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift for 6. Good job. Another 5. Last 4. Really excellent job. 3. You got it. Last 2. Beautiful. I know I'm definitely shaking. Last one, let's hold that low boat for 5. 4, if you want a little extra, reach the arms overhead for 3. Keep everything hugged in, tailbone into the ground. 2. 1, come back up into your high boat. Soles of the feet will meet the ground at hips distance. Excellent job. We are finishing with one final kind of core exercise. This is really good for your hip flexors and for your core. So let's go ahead and place the hands behind the back, slightly turn the fingers out towards the outer edges of the mat, and the heels of the hands look towards one another. Feet take a tiny step in towards the glutes, and you're coming up into a reverse tabletop. This is gonna feel like a really nice stretch at first for those hip flexors. So we'll take a big breath in right here, and a big breath out. Really good. Now let's take 5 rounds, that's all, of shifting our hips down and then pressing them back between the arms, trying to straighten into the legs. And then with your inhale, you'll press yourself all the way back up. Let's repeat that another 4. Lower hips. Press them back as you lean forward with the chest. Lift the hips all the way back up for 3. Slide the hips between the arms as you press them back. Lift the hips back up, another 2. Slide the hips back, chest forward. Slide the hips through and up. Good, last time. Slide the hips back through the arms and all the way back up into the ceiling, and slowly lower the hips. Beautiful, beautiful job. Let's come into bound angle Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet will come together, the knees will come apart. Let's go ahead and take a big breath in. Find a really tall seat here. And an exhale. Fold yourself forward, allowing the elbows to gently press into the inner thighs, getting a really nice stretch for those hips, for that lower back. We'll take a big breath in here and a big breath out. Another big breath in, big breath out. Beautiful. With your next inhale, sit up tall again. Let's cross the ankles, coming into a comfy seat. We're taking a nice side stretch for each side of the body. So let's take a big breath in, both arms stretch up overhead. Exhale, lower your left hand and reach the right fingers over to the left. Good. You'll take a big breath in, both arms stretch up. Exhale, lower right hand, left fingers reach over towards the right. Beautiful. Take a big breath and stretch the arms up high. Exhale, twist over your left shoulder. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind your back. Look over that left shoulder. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, twist over the right shoulder. That left hand comes to the right knee as the right hand comes behind the back. We'll take a big breath in and a big breath out. Good. With your inhale, stretch the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, collect the palms together as you slowly lower the thumbs to the third eye, closing down the eyes here, taking a moment to recognize the mind, the intellect, and the intuition. Slowly bowing the chin towards the chest, taking a moment to recognize the light, the life, and the love within. Thank you so much for taking the time to move your body. Even these 15 minutes make a huge difference along the line and as you continue to kind of pave your way in your practice in yoga. So I thank you for practicing with me and for trusting me and guiding you. And if you enjoyed this class, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more, and maybe even share it with a friend or a loved one. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.